What's going on, everybody? Zach from performanceplusprogramming.com and thebarbellphysio.com, and today we're talking about getting warmed up for a heavy squat workout. So the first thing I like to do when I'm getting prepped for a heavy squat workout is I like to work on a little hip mobility. So I like to do what we call some 90-90 rotation. So I got my knee at 90 degrees, hips here at creating a 90-degree angle, other knee at a 90-degree angle. I'm sitting tall in my chest. My feet are going to stay in place, but I'm going to lift that back leg up, and I'm going to keep trying to lift it up, spreading these two knees as far apart from each other as they can go until I can no longer get them more separated. And then I'm going to continue rolling all the way to that side. And I'm just going to do about a minute of rotating back and forth here. And that's just going to open up a little bit of hip mobility, get me a little bit more prepped for some deep squats. From there, we're going to start actually working on activating the right muscles, getting really warmed up and prepped to go. So one of the most important things when it comes to the squat is having that really strong braced spine position. So we're going to warm that up with some Pallof presses. So I've got a resistance band set at about belly button height. I'm going to hold that band with both hands right in front of my belly button, about a shoulder width stance, and I'm going to simply press my arms straight out in front of me and come back in. As I press out, that band's going to try to twist me in, and I'm going to resist that and not let my body position change. The only thing that's moving are my arms. As this goes out, it becomes harder. As my hands come back in, it becomes a little easier. We're going to hit that on both sides, but that's really just going to work on our ability to brace and be better prepared for that bracing sequence when it comes to the squat. The other thing that I really like to do are some sit squats. So we don't pay attention a whole lot to the bottom position of the squat, and this is a great way to really get that warmed up, teach your body where we want to go, as well as what we want to initiate that drive out of the hole. So I like to set up a box or a medicine ball to where it's right at whatever depth I'm squatting to that day. So if I'm Olympic lifting, I might do this really low. If I'm powerlifting and only trying to get to parallel, I might have a slightly higher box, but I'm sitting here, knee right at hip crease. I pull my feet underneath me. I'm going to lean forward so that my shoulders are over the middle of my feet. So this, if you're looking at me from the side, is a solid bottom of the squat position. If you removed this box out from underneath me, I could hold this squat position. But all I'm going to do here is press my legs into the ground. And as I do that, I'm going to lift slightly off the box. So my butt's still touching, but I'm no longer putting all of my weight down. Maybe only 50% of my weight is now touching the box, and then I'm going to lift up slightly. So only lifting up 1 to 2 inches and then back down. So 50% of my weight's down, lift up an inch, back down to barely touching, and we're going to alternate between that little lift, back up and down. The key with this is that I'm driving straight up. In the squat, what we don't want to happen is we don't want to tilt forward as we come out of the bottom, and so it's going to be a strong quad drive that gets us up. So I want you to imagine that there's a wall directly in front of your face, and as you lift up, you're not banging your head into that wall. That's going to really get your legs prepped for those heavy squats. So you got 3 exercises there: 90-90 rotations, Pallof press, and sit squats. Turn that into 2 or 3 rounds, get those done really quickly, and then start loading your bar up for your heavy squat workout.